Triple H has got 2 words for you. It's not suck it, it's Katie Vick. It's a very heavy Katie Vick review. And let's not waste any more time about it. Was it the worst thing you've ever seen? Or was it the greatest thing you've ever seen? Hit me with it. First time ever seeing it for both of us. It's always been talked about. It's always been controversial. What were they thinking?
Well, Bischoff says controversy creates cash, and I agree with him. Was it fantastic? Was it amazing? No. Was it the greatest bit of wrestling television I've ever seen? No. But it was different. It was certainly interesting. And the entire segment, I had my eyes glued to see what happened next. So, I mean, I would say it was controversial. And I would rather something be controversial and bad than just straight out be boring. So I kind of like the whole Katie Vick thing. I don't understand why it gets the criticism that it does.
I don't actually recall if Triple H has come out and buried it himself, but who's actually talked about this? I'm sure JR's probably said something about this in his podcast. But
it's more the fans that bury it.
Yeah, it's more the marks. You know, your Walt Cultures, your Dave Meltzers, I'm sure would be in there. Like, for me, it's entertaining.
It's Triple H ripping the piss out of Kane.
Kane.
And that's
Katie
all.
Vick.
That's all it is.
Katie. And that's all it is. And pretty much this show kicks off with Triple H and Ric Flair. He says, "Everybody who thought I didn't deserve this title, fuck you." Well, he says, "Screw you." He says, 23 years of Intercontinental history. I ended it. I do what I want, and nobody can do a thing about it. I might be the greatest world champion of all time. He says that while standing in the ring with Flair. Does Flair not have a problem with Triple H saying that? Like, I know he's his buddy and all, but...
Wasn't that long ago Ric Flair was saying to Triple H, I've done it 16 times.
You've also lost it 16 times, baby.
But, I mean, based on Ric Flair's current performances, I don't think this guy's got a fucking hope of, trying to claim to be the best champion ever, so... I mean,
definitely not, and, who's worse in the ring, Katie Vick or Ric Flair at this point? I mean, I think it's pretty close between them. Triple H says that beating Kane, though, was like one more nail in Katie Vick's coffin, which got a cheap pop from him, a wee cheap pop for King, but the rest of the crowd were like...
King was loving it.
No, King was.
Anything to do with Katie Vick, King was loving it. The entire show, King was talking about Katie Vick. So we can say it was like one of the worst things I've ever done, but I mean, it was getting traction. It certainly was drawing attention, getting hype.
Triple H then whips out a VHS tape. He's like, right, on this tape is the proof about Katie Vick and what Kane did.
Yeah, so you've got this VSH tape, but let's just talk quickly about what's happening on SmackDown. The whole shit with Undertaker and Tracy, that never gets spoken about. People would say Katie Vick is worse than that.
Yeah.
How? The Undertaker Tracy stuff was horrible.
But see, that's the thing. That was horrible. It wasn't even controversial. This was actually funny.
So like I don't understand why this.
Like on SmackDown, it was just squashed as, oh, we did it to get in your head, dead man. Well, this is like, here, Kane, you actually did all these things.
You're a murderer.
But we're going to exaggerate the wee last bit just to have a wee rib at you, because fuck you. But then, oh, there's a hurricane coming through. Hurricane runs down, steals the tape, buries Flair in the process, then Triple H absolutely squashes him, gets the tape back.
It was too good to be true. Hurricane came in, was laying in offense on both guys.
And and then he says, here, the issue will be just like Katie Vick after tonight. Dead. Absolutely dead. So Triple H's going to reveal the secrets later on. As for our first match of the evening, we have Jeff Hardy taking on Christopher Nowinski. Thoughts on this?
I know Jeff Hardy's not having the greatest spell of his career, but losing to Christopher Nowinski, I don't know. Come on, Jeff. It's time you went on the gear and left.
Al Snow helped them, to be fair, but yeah, Jeff, I mean, it's mad to think.
No, he did, but Jeff Hardy, 2 months ago, was taking on The Undertaker.
Yeah, in ladder matches. Stealing the show. Stealing the spotlight, damn it. What is going on, damn it? What is going on? And finally, Big Show is going to leave Raw tonight. That is probably the only positive I can take for this show at this point. Would you agree with that?
Aye.
Big Show is going to be going. Bischoff's watching it. And again, I just didn't need this. I mean, we hate Big Show, and here we have fucking Bischoff watching Big Show. I fucking hate this big angry giant. I get why Bischoff's watching it, because he's like, I need to fucking get revenge on this big 7'2" boring fucking bastard.
I'm 7'2". I'm 500 pounds. I am an angry giant.
Stacey comes in, says, I want a referee tonight, Bish. He's like, you can, but only just not the main event. So essentially you can main event any fucking jobber match you want, but not the main event, damn it. Which of course will be, we'll find out a wee bit later on, won't we? Well, I guess it's already been announced at this point, RVD and Kane against Ric Flair and Triple H. And I think Raw is beginning to suffer from a bit of familiarity that SmackDown's had with just, this is like the Raw 4.
The Raw 4.
And when, at least SmackDown 6 has got a lot of people that can work. This has got Ric Flair, and I'm sorry, he doesn't work, man.
No.
Like putting a UK plug into a European socket, it just doesn't work.
You pair Triple H with Shawn Michaels, you get a classic match. You pair Triple H with Ric Flair, and you get turn the TV off style wrestling.
You do. Bischoff tells Big Show that you're going to be facing 3-minute warning tonight. Rico, Rosie and Jamal, 3-on-1, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Well, he did introduce his opponents one at a time.
He did. But
so before it was a 1-on-1 match.
He slowed it down like they all do for Big Show's introductions. 7'2". Al Snow, though, for the second segment of the night. What the fuck is going on here?
What does everybody want? Al Snow. Snow's getting a big push.
He is. Tommy Dreamer confronts Al Snow. He's like, why'd you interfere in my match last week? And then Al's like, it wasn't my intention to cost you the match. And then Tommy's like, well, you're going to have a Singapore Kane match with me later on. Then Nowinski enters and he's like, thanks, but no thanks, Al. He says, I don't need you anymore. I didn't need you to get to the WWE, and I don't need you when we're in the WWE. Then Lance Storm and William Regal are in the ring.
Well, technically he did, because he did it tough enough. And then he wouldn't have won that match without Al Snow, so...
Yeah, but it's just typical heel, isn't it? I didn't need your help, damn it. But right, why did Lance Storm and William Regal just cut an un-American promo without the other two? That's what this was.
Yeah. They're remaining as a team, but they're dropping the un-American name. I personally don't really get that.
We share each other's views. America's a cesspool. Just fucking weird, right? Bubba and Spike beat them. And I'm pretty sure...
easily.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lance Storm, William Regal actually hold the belt a good few times, for the next year. It's weird to think that these two last longer than the un-Americans.
The tag team division on both shows isn't great. The SmackDown one feels fresh because it's literally just happened, but... I mean, that's probably, I'd say, maybe one of the weakest points of the Ruthless Aggression era, at the beginning at least. There is a lack of tag teams.
Doesn't help.
Especially for two sets of
It doesn't
belts.
help, though, when you split up about 5 on the brand split night.
That is true.
I mean, you split up the APA, you split up the Dudleys, you split up the Hardys. I mean, probably more.
Edge and Christian were already split up, but you split them up. Billy and Chuck split up. A lot of teams have split up.
Yeah, they have split up. Trish says that Victoria's a psychopath, and then talking of a new team, the new tag champs, which have been a few champs for a few weeks, we've got Christian and Jericho. And you know what? I like Chris and Jericho cutting promos together. They work off each other very well here, and they're essentially running down Trish, saying that we are not suckers. And then Jericho's like, you're going to get some vitamin C, Trish. And Christian's like, yeah, you're going to like it. And King's like, yeah, she's going to like it, damn it. So yeah, I like Jericho Christian.
And they basically say, look at you, Trish, of course you slept your way to the top, kind of deal. Backing up Victoria's claims.
So did she, though? Did Trish try to sleep her way to the top?
Well, she was on her hands and knees, wasn't she, for Vince McMahon barking like a dog?
We do believe people barking like dogs. I mean, yeah, come on. I mean, William Regal kissing McMahon's ass. I'm surprised he didn't bark like a dog as well. Eric Bischoff then says the Big Show is going to find out when you lay your hands on me, damn it. And then for some reason then he talks about the Elimination Chamber. For some reason I thought this promo was much better. Seeing the promo package for Survivor Series, he's like, you will bear witness. And then he explains it's 32 tons, it's, there's a million layers of chain, but he didn't actually explain this here, he just announced the match.
Yeah, but I think that's enough. I mean, he's come out, he's named up the match, everyone's thinking, what the hell is the Elimination Chamber? I don't think he has to come out and give a breakdown description of what
he doesn't, but he probably does it next week, I think.
Yeah, he does, but I just don't think he needed to do it this week.
No, he didn't need to do it, but you know what, Elimination Chamber fans didn't really pop for this, but they'll be popping for it in about a month's time because it was a good wee match. But Batista, the generic revolution has begun.
When the Hell in a Cell match got announced for the first time, I'm pretty sure they didn't describe what it was. Pretty sure they give you a week to ponder.
Oh, a wee week to ponder. Wait, ponder Batista's big fucking fanny arms with the roids popping it.
Well, I want to know who SmackDown got for Batista. Who did SmackDown get? Was it Crash Holly? Because we know that Raw got Randy Orton, Raw got Batista, Raw got the Hurricane. So I want to know who Stephanie McMahon managed to sneak in, because Eric Bischoff made these deals happen. McMahon said, try and get me somebody in, Stephanie, but I don't think she got anybody in. Yeah, they've got the Big Show now, but that's a swap, so therefore she's gave up something to Raw in order to get the Big Show. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see who it is.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see who it is, but for me, it's just a bit... I think all the recent swaps have been pretty poor. I think so. Yeah, you think so. Anyway, Test against D'Lo Brown. Up next, Stacy Keibler is the referee here. Test is debuting a new look, but I thought he'd already shaved the hair at this point, so it's kind of like his previous look combined with his new look, and for me, it looks a bit weird. D'Lo Brown gets fucking slapped before the match, and King's like, yeah, you can't step that close to Stacy Keibler, damn it. But yeah, she essentially helps Test win. Test defeats Kilo Brown. Is he on the fucking drugs?
Coke.
He might be, damn it. Test wins. Stacey then jumps on Test with a big hug, and then they leave hand in hand. Enter Scott Steiner. He'll be here soon after his awful Triple H feud. I mean, people can say what they want about Katie Vick, but let's be real. I mean, the matches against Scott Steiner are pish too.
Oh, the segments, I think, were alright.
No, the segments were, but watching Scott Steiner on like a tour of Achilles, whatever he had, doing belly to bellies for 15 minutes wasn't exactly ideal.
Katie Vick is better than anything going in wrestling today.
That is the fact. You know what? It'll be interesting to see what Online World of Wrestling has got to say about Katie Vick, because I'm going to assume they're not going to fucking
whoever runs
like
this show just seems to be a wee fucking nerd. Because they totally glossed over Chris Jericho and Christian ribbing Trish, and I thought that was one of the best things of the show.
Yeah, they seem... Anything that's like that, they just kind of seem... Oh, they talk mumbo-jumbo that I didn't really listen to. Yeah, I can definitely get the sort of vibe that they prefer SmackDown other than Raw. Because the SmackDown 6, Chavo Guerrero, he's much better than fucking Triple H lying on top of a corpse, isn't he?
Said nobody ever.
Said nobody ever. Victoria then cutting a promo. Goldust then comes up behind and goes, oh. And then Booker comes in. Can you dig that 6-man tag team match later on tonight? Trish teaming up with these two. And then Victoria's obviously teaming up with Christian and Jericho. And that's what match is next. And you know what? I actually think these intergender matches are pretty good.
Yeah, I've always said it. Intergender matches are good when the men can compete with the women. When they can't, they fucking suck. And I stand by that. I have never... I mean, the only good one we've probably seen was the one at WrestleMania. Between Angle and Ronda and Triple H and Steph. And that is partly because they did get involved with each other quite a bit.
Yep.
But see if you do a mixed tag and the men can only fight the men and the women can only fight the women, then there's no point. You may as well just do 2 separate single matches.
Yeah, you might as well. But you know what? There's just something about Jericho, you know, hitting a clothesline on Trish and then locking her in the walls of Jericho and she taps for like 1 second.
And then he decides to hold it on.
Yeah.
For an extra 15 seconds. Trish was getting momentum. She hit the stratosphere in the corner. But then, like, one simple clothesline for Jericho, and it's just a game changer, isn't it?
No, it is
game-changing clothesline.
This is how it should be. She shouldn't be, you know, moving about for 20 seconds looking for the ropes.
No, definitely not.
It should be fucking good night. And Terry's backstage. She's outside of Kane's locker room, and she raps the door, tries to get in, and then Kane presumably closes the door. Who knows who it was? And Triple H's music plays, and he's backstage with Coach.
Yes, backstage with Coach, and he's got a videotape in his hand.
This just works more with the VHS, doesn't it? Kevin Dunn's buck teeth fucking...
Well, he doesn't... He's already gave it to Kevin Dunn, I guess. He doesn't have it in his hand, but look, it's in the hands of Kevin Dunn, so it's in safe hands.
Right, and words truly won't do this justice. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go see it. But yeah, he warns everybody this video is not for the squeamish. And then the footage rolls. We're in a funeral home, presumably the wake of Katie Vick. Obviously, of course it is. It's fucking Mark writing this. I mean, it clearly says like 10 years ago, I believe it said like 1992, which would put it in the time slot of...
There's a fucking coffin with Katie Vick's lying in it, of course.
Of course it is, but Triple H comes in, it's so obvious it's Triple H that he's wearing... You know what, right? It's not like they tried this to be super serious. It was clearly a fucking piss
But he
take.
did the whole Kane mannerisms when he's walking in and he's like, like exercising his fingers. Surprised he didn't have the fucking Kane glove on. Or maybe he did.
I don't think he had it. I think it was just Triple H's fucking...
It was Triple H's attire, but with Kane's mask.
Yeah, and he's like, you didn't love me because I was a burnt up freak, Katie. Oh, Katie. And then...
Maybe you'll love me now.
You want me to do that to you, Katie? And then he's just sitting beside the coffin. You're like, right, where's this going to go? TSN then cuts the commercial. We come back for commercial. Triple H, or Kane, he's stripping off his, his blue jeans, and he's wearing like a fucking banana hammock.
Yeah, it was fucking weird.
Like, it's not even like he's just wearing boxers here.
He's touching up dead Katie Vick. He is molesting Katie Vick. He takes Katie Vick's underwear off. He then climbs on top of Katie Vick and he lifts her stiff legs up in the air. And then he proceeds to have sex with Katie Vick.
Yep, absolutely insane this. I mean, and like, we're not talking this lasts about 10 seconds. This lasted about, probably
10 minutes?
Yeah, 8 to 10 minutes, easily does. And then he like grabs her head and he's like, I screwed your brains out.
And then there was like this big pile of mush beside her head.
He's like, oh, Kane loves you, Katie Vick. Right, now, the editor's note is, what the hell was this? This was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in wrestling. Again, I am left being ashamed to be a wrestling fan. What a fucking over-exaggerated... what fucking age is this guy?
Look at all this shit. Look at the 3 hours of fucking boring shite we have to watch every Monday night now for Raw. And you're saying this is the worst thing you've ever seen?
No, I don't get it, though. It's a TV show. Like, Triple H is doing this to gain hate. And that's exactly what it did.
I think it's just all real to these people.
Yeah, to these people, it's just fucking guys wrestling. At the end of the day. Like, see when Rikishi run Austin over, we don't like that. We'd rather Rikishi hit him with a clothesline and put him out for 9 months. Because that's a real wrestling move. You can't use a Volvo.
But you can rub your ass in his face, I guess that'll be alright.
You know what? It's the fucking stories that make wrestling. Yeah, it's a bit goofy and fucking retarded. Yeah, but you know what? It's entertaining. It was funny. King laughing at it. I can understand why certain people would be pissed off about this, right? Like JR and people like that. But see, these people, they're actually
people with a moral compass.
Yeah,
but they're playing the good guys. I don't. They're more. They're not saying. They're more like annoyed at Triple H. They're saying, yeah, this was horrible to watch, but they're putting the heat on Triple H. This guy on Online World of Wrestling's he thinks it was a horrible segment, like disgrace to be on TV. Well, that's good. Triple H should be doing disgraceful shit. Fucking heel.
Yeah.
It's his job.
It's his job, damn it. Al Snow taking on Tommy Dreamer. Al Snow, third segment of the fucking night. What's going on for Al? He's taking on Tommy Dreamer, Singapore Kane match. It's a pretty even match. Nowinski comes out, tries to hit Tommy, hits Al, and then Tommy Dreamer manages to get the victory over Al Snow. Tommy Dreamer, this guy's got a good win ratio these days.
I never thought Tommy would be batting it like...
See, for 2002, I would say Tommy Dreamer's over 50%.
Easily?
Easily.
Undertaker took a few wins off him.
That's to be expected. Dead man walk.
I'd say more often than not, Tommy Dreamer wins.
No, he does. And then Big Show, who...
Unless it's against RVD or Undertaker.
Yeah, Big Show, right, who is jobbed out to everybody in recent months, honestly. Like, even when he's won, it's been via disqualification.
It's not even that long ago, he got beat up by 3-minute warning. They attacked Jamal and Rosie, attacked him 2-on-1. So, at this point, you're thinking, alright, Big Show can't even beat Jeff Hardy, can he? He gets beat up by Tommy Dreamer. He's going to get absolutely demolished here and battered by 3-minute warning. 3-minute warning are relatively new. Bischoff's henchman. And Big Show is going to get beat down tonight. And embarrassed. But it didn't happen. It was the other way about, actually. Big Show kind of embarrassed 3-minute warning and beat all three of them.
I can't help but feel that 3-minute warning have been buried here. Like, they've been booked so strong just to fucking get squashed here by Big Show in like 2 minutes. I don't get this. It's almost like they injured somebody and they're like, right, we need to punish these guys. Because if we're talking about informed tag teams who have been protected, are these guys not top of the list? Big Show, who's not been protected, he's lost fucking every match, just beating them like this. And then like the fact that he's leaving Raw to go to SmackDown, but they have to book him strong because he's taking on Brock. Fuck off, he shouldn't be taking on Brock. He's shite.
Yeah, so Big Show goes backstage, Eric's like, oh, you proud of yourself, Big Show? Well, that's the last thing you're going to be doing on Monday Night Raw because I've traded you to SmackDown Coach can't really believe it. Big Show seems annoyed, but Coach is told by Big Show, don't worry about it. At least I don't have to work for that asshole anymore. So Big Show thinks that Coach is the one with the problem now because Coach is stuck on Raw and Big Show's way to SmackDown. Is one win over 3-minute warning really supposed to build Big Show's momentum heading to SmackDown?
No, it's not. And I mean, Brock Lesnar has been undisputed, undefeatable. I mean, you just buried Taker, fucking climbed to the Hell in a Cell, 200 mile an hour, and what we're supposed to leave Big Show. I cannot fucking believe, man, they let Big Show beat him at Survivor Series.
Big Show beating Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series is worse than Katie Vick.
Yep, it is.
Hands down, in my opinion.
I don't give a shit if Heyman cost him. I honestly do not understand the logic of having Big Show. I mean, like, I'm not saying Cena's in a position, but surely with this ruthless, like, it would make so much more sense to give it to somebody you think's up and coming.
Brock Lesnar's up and coming. Why fucking take it off him?
I know, but why give it to fucking Big Show?
No, but why give it to anybody?
No, I wouldn't. But I'm saying, like, if you're going to have Brock lose...
No, but you're not, because Lesnar's he's just got the biggest win of his career. Beating Taker and Hell in a Cell's more... It's a bigger victory than beating The Rock.
But let's be real, right? You look at that SmackDown roster. Edge. Does Edge not deserve it more than Big Show?
Edge, Angle, Benoit...
Eddie. I mean, I was going to throw in Chavo, but I'm not going to throw in Chavo. Right? Chavo does not deserve hee-haw. Enter Shawn Michaels.
No, but who came up with this idea, let's take the belt off Brock?
No, but
why are we even debating that?
I wouldn't take the belt off him, but I'm saying they did, so let's just say we had to. Big Show would be last on the list.
Why did they have to, though? Is there a reason why you think they had to?
No, I honestly, I don't really know.
Fair enough.
Though the way it goes is Big Show wins it and then Angle beats him at Armageddon, so...
What's the fucking point? Did they not want... Did they want Brock to be the challenger going to Mania, but they didn't want Angle to take the belt for Brock? So they had...
Maybe.
Big Show's a transitional champion? Or did maybe Big Show win the belt and the ratings tanked?
But then all that did was really put Undertaker against Big Show and Nathan Jones. What a disaster all around that is. I am not looking forward to that.
I mean, the Undertaker's had some bad matches, but that 2-on-1 handicap match might be one of the worst.
Good entrance, like, but that's where it went downhill. Talking about good entrances, Shawn Michaels comes out on two wheels, just like Taker will at Mania 19. Comes out in the wheelchair, right? I mean, it was an alright promo, but he's like, I'm almost 100%.
No, he never said 100. He never said that at all, man.
I did. He said he's getting...
He said the words... He could fucking... He was pretending he could barely...
Yeah, but that's my point. He said he's almost getting to 100%. I'm not quite 100% yet. You're in a wheelchair and you're showing no signs of standing up.
Well, his leg did a wee shake. I mean, that's about as close as he got.
No, if you're not quite 100%, you know, you're walking to the ring, but you're holding your ribs a wee bit. Not in a wheelchair.
Maybe... I'm assuming that he wanted to say he's nearly 100%, but then give off the vibe that he's fucked, so that Triple H has ended his career.
Yeah.
Because this is him close to 100%.
No,
he can still barely get up, he can barely move.
Yeah.
But then he just like kips up at the chair and he's moving about, he's dancing, and he's like, Triple H, I told you before, don't hunt what you can't kill. I could come from the ramp, I could come from the crowd, I could come from underneath the ring, I could come from the ceiling. I'm gonna be all over you.
Just like,
Triple
God
H.
damn it, I'm gonna come from the roof, the rafters. But, you know what, Shawn Michaels is back. This is him back, right? He stood up for the fucking wheelchair. Survivor Series. I'll take the brown pants aside, but I'm looking forward to his world title run.
I tell you what, I think it's a shame we never got Michaels versus Brock.
That would have been great.
It's damn near criminal. Like,
around this time, it would have been great.
People say...
The closest we got was that Sweet Chin
I mean,
Music,
people
and
say...
he sold it, so...
People say we never got Rock and Michaels, like, but for me, if I could have had one of those like matches in the if I could like make one of them happen, it would be Michaels Brock. I just think Michaels works a very good dynamic with the bigger guy anyway.
Just imagine the transition for the Sweet Chin Music into the F5, and that's all you need to know.
Yeah, that's it.
And then the selling of the F5.
That's it.
That's all you need to know, but we're kind of distancing ourselves here for Katie Vick a wee bit. We're like, right, so is Triple H going to go in a feud with Shawn Michaels? Not necessarily, because I think Katie Vick's going to get dragged on a wee bit longer, but it's main event time. Ric Flair, Triple H taking on Kane and Rob Van Dam. How much money did you have on Ric Flair taking the pin in this match?
Quite a lot, actually. I'd love to say it was good, but everything Ric Flair does just sucks. The guy doesn't move well, doesn't wrestle well. Anytime he gets a back body drop done to him, I always feel like he's going to land on his fucking neck. I don't know, Ric Flair, can't be dealing with him right now.
Yeah, and you know what? We always talk about current day about how Imperium's got one guy that won't get pinned and the other two just get... This is what this version of Evolution is. Ric Flair is a pin merchant, man. The guy is getting pinned every day of the week. I mean, he lost against fucking Rico. Clean. So how's he going to, like, take on Kane or Van Damme? Anyway.
Did Rico not have his foot on the ropes? No, wait, did Ric Flair not get his arm on the ropes and the referee didn't see it?
Either way,
it's clear enough, isn't it?
I mean, it's
dirty.
Dirtiest player in the game.
Anyway, RVD does defeat Ric Flair, 5-star frog splash. I mean, we just seen him defeat him at the pay-per-view. Defeats him again here on Monday Night Raw.
You've got Kane and Triple H brawling during the match backstage. You've got Hurricane standing beside a car with the boot open like a spare dick. I'm sorry, right? I get it, that's his tag team partner, but Hurricane is not needed. This is a main event feud. Why is this guy kicking off the show and fucking ending the show? It's not in a feud this serious.
Hurricane's tag team title run was abysmal. I mean, they win the belts. Very next week, he gets taken out, and Kane in that great TLC match defend the belt single-handedly. Then, like the very next week, they lose him in the opening match. I mean, this guy. I mean, he held the belts. If you do it based on like per show, he held the belts for like a week and a half, maybe a show and a half. And the full show where he was a belt holder, he didn't even defend the belts, and he got taken out.
Yeah,
this wasn't a very successful.
I just don't think this guy suits being in a feud with two guys who are feuding because of a murder.
Aye, definitely not. No,
no. I mean, he's been involved in a kidnapping here, Triple H. I mean, he's actually battering Ric Flair. I mean, this was a good brawl, I think, between Triple H and Kane.
Yeah, we had chokeslam on the car as well. Kane throwing Triple H about, dumps him into the truck, then says he's going to screw Triple H over. The only thing is he going to do it while he's alive or wait until he's dead? And that's basically the same line.
Good wee line.
That Triple H used on Kane and having sex with Katie Vick. And that was the end of Raw. And I mean, this guy on Online World of Wrestling can write what he wants, but I don't know. For me, I enjoyed the Kane, Katie Vick, Triple H stuff. I enjoyed the brawl at the end. I enjoyed the segment. I think it's been good.
Now, apparently, fans contacted TNN about getting the show they watch religiously yanked off the air. They wanted it off the air because of this. I'm not buying that. Now, apparently, when Triple H was banging on the door of the trunk, it opened, which we did notice, by the way. So that is a bit of a botch. But, I mean, to get the show off the air...
Why? I don't understand who that's offending.
Yeah, like, it's an edgy product. It's not like it's Saturday Morning Slam and Triple H has fucking climbed in to the cop. I mean, it's an edgy show.
I could understand more the ECW thing with Sandman. I could understand that getting more people
Pillman with a gun
upset
sort of thing.
I don't know. I don't think Pillman with a gun. Why?
I honestly don't think there's that much stuff in wrestling that needs. I don't think. I mean, to be
honest,
I wouldn't get you anything yanked off the air.
I don't see why Pillman with a gun would get people. But I just see the Sandman thing as religious, and people could see it as an attack on their faith or whatnot. But this is just Triple H pretending that Kane done a bad thing.
Unless, it's a dummy. It's a mannequin. It's not like it's a real person.
It's not like it's a real person. I just don't get it.
It's clearly it's a real person. I mean, he's like, oh, I screwed your brains out. I mean, what? It wasn't graphic. It was a fucking dummy.
And did we not have people like last month complaining about the lesbians?
I think you can.
Did people not phone in about the I mean, I'd even say the lesbians would be more of a controversial moment even though I don't think it was. But I could see the gay people phoning in and being like, we don't like that. You were marginalising us or whatever. I don't really.
Are we just seeing evidence though that even by this stage that
is the world becoming woke?
Yeah, because I mean, look at what they were doing back in the 90s.
I enjoyed HLA and I enjoyed Katie Vick. I thought both things were good. Give me that over current day wrestling.
It's car crash TV.
I mean, but if you would rather Cody Rhodes take 15 minutes to get to the ring and then pick up a mic and ask everybody what they want to talk about, then knock yourself out.
Yeah. I mean, I would rather tune into Raw next week, right, and see Cody Rhodes doing this to like a fucking mannequin Rhea Ripley or something, and ripping the piss out of her being a man or something, than fucking what do you want to talk about? Raw is fucking cancerous.
I want to talk about Katie Vick. Anyway, guys, if you got any opinions on Katie Vick, let us know down below.
That time when.
But we will, yeah, there will be a that time when with Katie Vick. We're also going to put up a poll for the whole Katie Vick storyline. You can give your thoughts on it. However, we don't know when it's actually going to officially end, so we can't do it yet.
I know it's there next week for sure. I don't know about anything else.
So maybe within the next couple of weeks, you will see some Katie Vick content on the channel. Stay tuned for that. But until then...
Oh, whoa. Episode rating.
Oh, episode rating.
I actually think the Katie Vick stuff is the best stuff about the show.
Yeah, I'll get a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll get a 6. I like Michaels' return, but everything else... Big Show, Al Snow appearing like 4 times. What's that about?
It felt like a jobber heavy. D'Lo Brown and Test.
Ooh.
D'Lo Brown and Test. Al Snow and Dreamer. Jeff Hardy and Nowinski. 3-minute warning and Big Show.
Well,
that just feels like jobber shit to me. Like,
no, it really does. But that is where this show comes to an end. SmackDown, will it be better? Big Show making his debut.
Bubba and Spike versus Lance Storm and William Regal. These matches, I mean, the only match that had any sort of star power in it was the main event, like, and it fucking kind of
the most controversial Raw ever. Will that be dubbed in our title? Potentially, but I mean, was the Chris Benoit one more controversial? I don't really see anything in wrestling history that warrants it getting pulled off the air. Honestly, unless like like an incident like Owen Hart happens on live TV and it's very graphic and they haven't cut it out, then I think alright, maybe something like that, but not this, man. I honestly don't see the excuse for this getting pulled off fucking TV. But anyway, guys, we'll be back very soon, and until then, peace.